Hi, I'm Dr. Cooley, and I'd like to thank you for viewing this short presentation and for your interest in rotational movement training. Why should we focus on rotational movement training? And the biggest reason to focus on RMT type training is all human movement is fundamentally rotational. Even when we're moving in a straight line, such as running or walking, the performance of that activity is primarily a coordinated dance of rotation throughout the entire skeleton. RMT training will improve your body's ability to perform the coordinated dance of walking, but it will also improve your coordination of all athletic movements. With RMT training, you'll begin to notice how the entire body is engaged when performing any movement, and this will enhance your ability to spread out force throughout the entire body, which will result in less injuries. A key feature of RMT training is the emphasis on the trunk. Awareness of the trunk is essential for spine safety, but also for weight transfer and ultimately generating power. Another key aspect is to relate to gait. Since walking is the most important of all human activities, we want to improve gait with every rep performed. This is accomplished through exercises that are alternating and unilateral in nature, with a particular awareness of where the head is located in space. For tennis and pickleball players, RMT will take movements and positions that you're already performing and enhance your awareness and efficiency of those motions. RMT training actually begins with a side bend in the lumbar spine. The low back does not have much capacity for rotation. However, when we side bend at the low back, we create this rotational torque between the pelvis and the ribs. This is similar to twisting a towel, and it sets the stage for loading the springs throughout the entire body. This side bend is crucial for power generation. First, it generates a differential of weight transfer. When I side bend to the right, I've just put more mass to that side. In order to generate power, there has to be a transfer of weight throughout the body. Secondly, the side bend will create a long side and a short side of the body. I can also generate power from going from short to long or from long to short. Think of a tennis serve. The best servers create a short side, then at impact, they create a short side on their serving arm. The tossing arm helps to create an extra long side. Then at impact, everything switches. So they go from long to short on the left and from short to long on the right. And that releases a ton of stored energy and is one of the reasons why people can serve it as hard as they can. A coil is representative of a position that begins with a side bend to one side, followed by rotation of the trunk and an unlocking of the lower extremity. This is an example of a front side coil. It is called a front side coil because the head is over the front leg, and the front leg is the short side of the body. The ability to sense the key landmarks of the position is one of the main goals of the intro seminar. When performing this activity, it is very common to cramp in the short side flank. Other key features of this position is the significant tension in the glute or back hip and a floating heel. This position will represent the maximum range of rotation. At this position, we have taken all the slack out of the body, but particularly in the spine. This exercise may look simple, however, it can be difficult to perform correctly. This position is key for learning how to load force into the ground. It is common for tennis instructors to say that the strokes must come from the ground up. However, force has to go into the ground first. This is the most overlooked and underappreciated aspect of all strength training endeavors. The biggest difference between a high-level athlete and an amateur is how they apply force into the ground. The beginner will be very upright and stiff. The advanced players will have soft knees, a lower posture, and a general fluidity. This is an example of a backside coil, where the head and the short side is over the back leg. This athletic position is more consistent with projectile-based activities such as golf, baseball, forehand in tennis, a softball pitch, or an uppercut punch. A frontside coil is more consistent with locomotion-based activities such as walking or running. In general, the coil represents the maximum range of rotation to the left and to the right. One of the coolest aspects of coiling training is that it will make you stronger overall. If you learn how to tap into your right side all the way and you learn how to tap into your left side, you'll actually be stronger in the middle. RMT training is the ability to transition from one coiled position to another. A key exercise that will be performed in the intro class is the ability to transition from a front side coil to a backside coil. This motion is very similar to the core action that occurs in a tennis forehand or backhand. When performing RMT training, a variety of tools can be utilized, such as traditional weights, clubs, ropes, bands, but the list is only limited by our imagination. In the intro class, we will concentrate on resistance bands to reinforce the coil positions and learn how to create athletic transitions from there. You will be surprised at how strong you can get from bands alone. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video and participate in the introductory RMT class. The exercises performed in the intro class are primarily isometric in nature, and therefore the likelihood of injury is extremely low. The main goal will be able to achieve awareness of the various coiled positions. Hopefully you will be able to see how valuable this type of training can be to enhance not only your tennis and pickleball game, but your overall health. Thank you again, and I look forward to meeting you.